Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
2 minutes. 2 minutes, Nico.
Hold on to your butt.
Carl! I stopped the music a little too early. It's your fault, Carl, but this one's for you, girl. Hey, everybody, welcome, especially Old Bacon Face. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, you caught me out. This is my official protest against the nonsense that is daylight saving time. So, I'm broadcasting an hour late because I thought a late stream would be awesome today. The real story is that today is the monthly release for my day job. I did it last month, and we're supposed to be on a rotation. That means I shouldn't have to do it more than once every 3 months. But we have the one guy, well, actually now there are two guys that are newer than I am, but only one of them's on my team. He's had availability issues, so they decided, you know what would be really smart is if he got to sit around and do it 2 months in a row, just because we know that he'll show up. As it turns out, the other guy did. He could have done it all on his own, but whatever. I gained brownie points, I suppose. So whatever, I'll take it. As a side effect, the release went mostly smoothly. Last month, it was gorgeous. We were done in about an hour and 20 minutes, so I was done at 4:20. And then I think I had other things I had to attend to after that, so the stream got delayed till Thursday. This week is absolutely packed full of crap. And by crap, I mean like family-related stuff. Master Jedi had a huge event that she was in charge of coordinating that happened downtown yesterday. So I spent the past 3 days helping to work out that. Tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, I've got to help her start getting prepared because next week she has to fly out to the East Coast for a giant conference that she's going to be the representative for the county out there. I think there are actually a couple people going, but as far as I'm concerned, she's the representative out there. So I got to help her get all of her stuff ready now for that going forward. So the next 2 days are going to be tough for me too. So I said, screw it. I'm going to do a late stream today, a whole 60 minutes later than normal. We're going to get our tiny electric trucks out, and we're going to drive them either in the mud or the dirt, rock, sand. I don't know yet. It'll be exciting. We'll kind of pick something as we go. At this stage now, I have opened up free roam on all 9 of the maps that come with the base game of Expeditions. There are at least 1 per each of the 2 major regions. We're not going to count Little Colorado anymore because that was just a little 5-task tutorial section. So we're not counting that. We're going to pretend that one doesn't exist from now on. So between Arizona and the Carpathians, each of those are 4 maps. Each of them, I have at least one of those maps that has had all of the expeditions cleared on it now. It might be 3. I'll double check that when we get into the game. But I think it's 1 of each of those. And then between the 2, I have 3 or 4 maps now that I have completely cleared all of the tasks and contracts that I found. Could be more, could be, well, it can't be less, but it could be more. The stuff that I haven't bumped into yet. And I've got a significant chunk of the upgrades all picked up. I know that there are more out there because every once in a while I see something that's still locked on one of my trucks and it says go explore and find it, but of course it doesn't tell you where to explore because it's a jerk and it's hiding things from me. So that's what I'm going to work on today. Tomorrow originally I was thinking I could do this tomorrow. It's probably not going to work out. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I would like to do some more of the Unicorn Overlord on Friday, but part of Friday is going out and doing a bunch of prep shopping because I'm taking Master Jedi to the airport at, 12:01 a.m. on Sunday morning. Actually, I think we have to get up at 3 a.m. Sunday. I think she has a 6 a.m. flight, which means I got to have her there no later than 5, probably a little earlier than that even. And it's going to take about, with traffic, it would take a little over an hour to get there, but I'm hoping there's no traffic at 3 in the morning. So yeah, I may be up at 3 a.m. Sunday, so that's going to make Saturday night a challenge. Everything, tell me about it's too early. Here's a story you can gather around. When we lived in Omaha, it was cheaper by about $200 per person if we drove the 2.5 hours from Omaha to Kansas City to catch a flight from there. It was $200 cheaper per person on the airfare, and the parking was cheaper for however long we were gone. It was mind-blowing how radically cheaper, but it did mean that we needed to leave for the airport about 3 hours earlier than we normally would have from our house. So there were a lot of alarm goes off at 1 a.m. We pull out of the house at 2 a.m., get there at 5 for a 6:30 a.m. flight to, at the time we were going to Florida a lot because that's where Master Jedi's parents lived at the time. So yeah, there were a lot of Florida flights out of Kansas City. It was painful those days. I'm way too old to be doing that 1 a.m. nonsense now. I can barely stay awake until 1 a.m. now, much less going to bed at 10 and getting up at 1. Screw that. I'm not doing that anymore. So anyway, Friday may be taken. If it's not, I would love to do some more of the Unicorn because that game is so cool. There's so many different components and the way that they all plug together. And it's not just a grind fest and it's not a button mash. In fact, during combat, you can't do anything but sit there and watch once you have all of the tactics all selected out. So I'd like to get back to that one. If that doesn't happen, Saturday's going to be iffy because of the whole preparation thing. But that does mean that if my Saturday lead-in to Servo and the Bullman doesn't happen, then it will happen on Sunday because, come 6 a.m. I should be home and then I got the whole week to myself. I wonder if it's too late to set myself up for a week of vacation. We'll worry about that when we get there. That we got time for that. That's going to be fine. Let me get the game. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Switch. No, don't. What in the name of God are you doing, Switch? Okay, there we go. I got it. Well, it's fixed, but it's broken. So I got to relaunch the game. somehow the D-pad started sending button commands, and it was, oh, would you like me to quit the game? No, don't quit the game. Oh, you want me to quit the game? Okay, here it goes. Quit. Would you like me to play a different game? No. Well, maybe, but no. So we're going to let that relaunch. So how did the deployment go today? Our release went pretty smoothly. There was an issue with the data deployment step. Apparently some code had been written into it that relies on the data warehouse to be in a certain state, and it wasn't in that state. And it turns out all of our lower environments had not been put in that state, so effectively it was completely untested. No one ever did the state toggles like they were supposed to, but they did in production, which is where we love to test things. So it wasn't working, and they realized it wasn't going to be just a quick, let's change the data warehouse change. It was actually going to take a code change to make it different. So a whole bunch, we went all Apollo 13 on it, and people were, taking scratch notes with blunt pencils on paper, figuring out. And finally, they decided, you know what? It's actually kind of not really important if this doesn't deploy right now anyway. So we'll figure out, we'll fix that some other day. So meantime, the code that we did need got pushed out, and I was able to do most of my 25% of testing. There's another environmental problem when we're in maintenance mode. For some reason, my machine couldn't access part of the system. It would get swept up into maintenance mode. So I got the sorry folks, park's closed. Moose out front should have told you mode. And so I couldn't do a few of my tests. But the lead tester, she'd already finished her stuff because she's way better at testing than I am. So she was able to help out. She got the last of them done. So all of my stuff was actually done before they made the decision that, nope, they didn't need to do their stuff. So we gave it the green check mark of success. It is now out in production. We are out of maintenance mode, so live customers can hit it. God help them all. Our largest customer had been reporting problems. They were actually having a very similar problem to what I was having, except for them, it wasn't in maintenance mode. We do some load balancing because that's what you do when you're a large professional organization and you have a website. But they have a proxy server set up to protect their employees. And their proxy server and our load balancer really don't play well together. So they had, not universally, but they had a lot of their employees who, when they tried to hit our site, could get logged on. But after a few minutes of usage, when on our end, we would then shift them over to the other server because it had more capacity available. Their proxy server couldn't function with that. So all of a sudden, they would start getting really weird, semi-random error pages. So the fix at the time was to break our load balancing. And a couple of people think they found a way to fix it, so we turned load balancing back on. Most of the engineers in the process said, you know what, that's probably actually not going to work. But the big client needs to do some testing. They weren't going to be available for at least another 45 minutes. So I figure I'll get an evening call. Actually, I won't. In 45 minutes, they'll say, nope, it doesn't work for us. And they'll say, well, crap, some people said so. And then they have to break the load balancer, and everything will be fine for them then. That'll be great. There we go. We're back into the game. The one other item of note that I want to point out here, and in fact, let me make sure that that's closing out of the way, is normally a streamer says, oh, everything's broken today because I ran an OBS update and it screwed everything up. For a change, that's not the case. There was an update to my sound balancing software that I actually accepted yesterday, and it looked good at the time, but when I fired it up with OBS today and started doing my pre-stream checks, half of everything was completely screwed up. I could hear my voice coming through my monitor laptop. I heard the disco music earlier, so I think we're okay there. Now let me take a momentary break here. If I can hear it over my TV screaming game music at me, I want to make sure that... Yep, okay, that's coming through. A little hard drive and guitar action, so I think we're functional. Let's try horns. I didn't hear that. Try this. Okay, hang on. We're gonna go back. Screw it. As long as I'm sitting here, let's go ahead and run some tests. Okay. Wow, that's really way behind. Test 1. Test 3. Whatever, it's just numbers. Numbers don't matter. Okay, okay, I heard them that time. This game plays so loud through this monitor with no volume control. Curse it all. Okay, this time, hit this button, and we're back into the game. Okay. I tried to keep the volume levels the same, so I think everything should work. It actually feels like my mic is running a little hot, which actually I'm okay with, because normally it runs really cold. I'm watching the game audio. Game audio is a little loud. Let me turn that down a pinch or two. Okay, we're going to roll with it. We're going to do it live. We're going to see how this goes. Of note, I'm up to 25 expeditions complete in both of our primary regions out of the 37 each. I have been making some serious progress. I have unlocked all of the vehicles across both terrains. The one asterisk that comes with that is that they have released the Scout 800. I gave a little preview last week on the Steam Deck version. It's still not out on consoles because I think there's one more mini patch that they want to put out on PC first. And they're going to bundle all of those mini patches. Mini patch number 2 has the Scout in it. And then they're going to push them all out at once on console. So I still have probably a couple more weeks to wait to get my sweet, sweet little boy, the Scout 800 in this game. But that's okay. I'll make do in the meantime. Right now, since I'm evened up, I'm not sure which one of these to go with first, but since Old Baconface, you made the Carpathian joke early, I'm gonna go ahead and use that one here as my determining factor. I think I actually did one of these. This is my last expedition last night. I actually somehow got ahead in Arizona. I kind of hate Arizona. Not as much as I hate Florida, but I kind of hate Arizona, but I'd gotten ahead on that one for some reason. It's because it took more expeditions in order to make the last map available for free roam. That's how I got sucked into that. So I'm going to keep that rolling here. Got 10 out of 12. So Unshakable Island I have done. It's got all 9 out of 9. That's great. Let me go take a look. 5 out of 9. Oh my god, I'm so much louder right now. Yeah,
you get pity dragon scale.
my sound mixer is so messed up. Oh man, we're getting the clip again, Nico. Welcome to your clip.
Burp.
Ooh, something new's open at the Sonoran Desert? What? 5 of them. Oh, end of clip. Okay, I'd already trained that one. Just to get you caught up real quick, Nico, the release was good enough that I started streaming at 5. It's good enough. I don't care. Screw it. If they got a problem, they can get me in the morning. Also of note, my sound mixer software. I pulled the update yesterday and it looked good. It turns out it was not good. It jumbled all of my settings. So we're doing it live, trying to get all the sound settings set back to the places that they need to be. Creeper clip. If I could make it do that reliably, I would totally pick that up. Updates and releases everywhere. I know. The sound one has actually been bugging me since about 30 minutes before the last Sea of Saturdays. I had the good sense then to tell it no, screw off, right before stream. So I thought, hey, yesterday, since I was killing time waiting for Master Jedi's event yesterday, went flawlessly. It was awesome.
Nico.
And so while I was waiting to go back and pick her up, since Pathfinder had to be canceled for it, I went ahead and I pulled the update, did some quick tests. It looked good at the time, but no, it screwed a whole bunch of stuff up. Weirdly, among other things, it was pushing the microphone output through my earphone monitors here, which I thought literally was impossible to do with the Beacon software, because it knows you don't want to hear yourself, so that one's supposed to be permanently blocked out. It even has the mute feature permanently turned on. It was still on, but it was still pushing stuff through my headset, so I don't know what the hell's going on with all of that. It was driving me gently crazy. You know what? We are close to finishing off the Slip Rock Swamps here. Maybe I'll just work on that today. As far as I know, this is one of the maps where I have cleared all of the to-date exposed contracts, tasks, and things. found the quick way to check this. If you slowly step down this list, it's supposed to take you to wherever it is on the map, but if it's not on this map, it'll take you to one of the gateways that shows how you can get to it. So all the contracts are done on this map. Volcano Mastery is on the dormant volcano. That makes sense. Under the table is in the labyrinths, which doesn't have to make sense. That's fine. A Dusty Job is not here. So yeah. I've got everything, all of the supplemental stuff done here. I like that. So what am I looking at? Losing your head. During recent aerial surveillance, survivor agency guides noticed some odd rock formations. We compared their data to the reserve archives and found 3 similar ancient sites, pointing to a new location. Probably an unknown 4th site. What if we could find it? Think you're up for a challenge? Oh, hey, look, it's a snipe hunt. Gonna find totems. Oh, you know the really crappy part? I was just up here in my last mission. In fact, I was up here for 2 different missions. You had to put a light post up there, and you had to put one over here as well. And actually, you know what? It might have been over here was the other one. But yeah, somewhere up on this ridge line. So I was just here. I happen to know that if you can push through the trees here, you can do this little climb, and there's this narrow little shelf road, but there's a little bit of a rock outcropping that you can climb over there, and then it's a nice, simple climb the rest of the way up there. So I can go from this base, the eastern outpost, through the giant sinkhole and up over here, and Bob could then theoretically be your uncle. Bloop. Let me make a quick look. I think everything that I have found as a question mark, I've run around and I've got exposed on this map now. I also finally ran through and I installed the cargo drone module. There's a huge asterisk that I will get to this, but the cargo drone is such a cool add-on. You can stock it with up to 300 liters of fuel, and then I've also built a warehouse out here. The cargo drone can bring you its fuel or anything that you've put in the warehouse, like extra jack screws or anchors or like quartz if for some reason you think you need that. Technically speaking, you could drive 2 trucks in opposite directions. If you have a mission that says, hey, go over here to find the materials and then go over here to deliver them, you could drive a truck out to each of them, and then you could have the drone fly out to pick up the thing from its location with one of its missions, and then you can have it fly out to the other one to hand it off, and boom, no driving between them. It's very cool. But the big one that I found is if you run around to the airdrops and you collect all this stuff you can sell off for extra money at the end, but then you run out of space because you actually need to pick up a thing to deliver it, you can call the drone in to come pick up all of your expensive stuff and take it to the warehouse to hoard it. And then you have freedom with your inventory. Yeah, I've somehow managed to make a total nerd thing out of this. Way to go, me. Oh, hey, now that I've got it up here, there is going to be a string of 4 hunt-arounds. Oh, visitor. Wow, yeah. I haven't seen you in a while. I've been streaming a bunch, but yeah, you haven't dropped in for a while. Oh, wait. Ooh, a string? String, yes. It's going to be a string of 4. We're gonna go on a snipe hunt. It's a string of 4 snipes. That's how you collect your snipes, is by stringing them up, bastards. It's kind of like collecting, say, little multicolored green screen birds. This is Puff. Okay, we're doing this one. This one looks like fun, right? Now, the one challenge that I've run into with some of the side quests, which fortunately I've got done on this map, is sometimes you'll say, hey, there's a really cool side quest, and oh, look, I need to go take a thing that I need to bring from the base, so I'm going to load it up here now. What they never tell you is that sometimes you need a specific team member on there in order for the task to work. Those have been frustrating the crap out of me. Hopefully this won't be an issue. In my last mission, I've unlocked a new Jaeger. Hey, Eric Miller. What do? Reduce damage on wheels, more binocular range, and scout stuff. I'm going to bring a manager, because I want to sell stuff. He sells stuff real good. I like him because he reduces fuel consumption by 20%. He can really extend missions. And then the one we always really like to have with us, see, the one that messes me up, some of those side tasks, suddenly you need a hydrologist. What do I need a hydrologist for? Nothing. I think I found all the Fords. Screw you guys. But an operator comes in super handy with that extended range. Now, my two big asterisks, I actually remember to get around to these, is the drone. When you take it out to the maximum range, the game gets crashy. I think it was either with the mini patch 2 or with the coming mini patch number 3. They finally fixed that, but here on Switch they haven't. So I don't crash it as much as I seem to in the past because I think I'm a little more gun-shy about flying this thing around now. But it feels like it's gotten a little better. The other one, and this still bites me left and right, is when you were using the cargo drone, sometimes it brings up the list of the modules you have access to on one side, but it doesn't ever actually draw in any of them, and then you are soft
finally
locked.
streamed so I can share my sub. Rolling eyes face. Keeping up with my nemesis for another month.
I finally streamed. What's going on with you people? I streamed last Saturday when I was supposed to. Didn't I? I think I did. Okay, now you're making... No, I did a Grimrock. That was on the proper day, and today's the proper day. It was just an hour late. I just didn't get around to being able to do any of the ones that I wished and hoped that I could do, which is code for I'm never going to do. But thank you for the resub, KDP. You are just in time. We're gonna go experimenting and driving around. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta put these back on to read. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it's totally my fault, KDP, you're right. And then Nico just needs some of these. And you were out of time. Well, Old Bacon Face, you always count. You know that. Damn it, Nico. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Coffee Monkey. Yeah. Wow, is it just my really bad eyes, or is the wall behind me pulsating and flickering, probably because of that sign right there? Or, equally likely, it's the sound mixer problems that I've got here. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. I knew KDP was coming. Oh man, I was sleep deprived. Screw the rest of you. It was bad yesterday. I was up. Yesterday was one of my meetings with India mornings, so I didn't sleep well overnight, and I was up early. And then I was up a little late with Master Jedi. Let me finish drinking this here. Luckily, last night, slept like a baby. I got to sleep really late, till 6:30. Let me get a truck loaded up. I got stuff to do here, people. You're putting me way behind schedule. I'll wait while the Switch loads this next scene page. There it is. I think all trucks are viable because I'm just driving around. My office uses terrible fake green screens for video meetings, so during our rare meetings, I'm distracted by watching my colleagues' heads and limbs melt off and reappear. Sweet. Yeah, ever since they started building out the kind of rotoscoping function into Teams, I've used the most. And it's been so long now since I used any of the others. Teams wasn't doing it first for me. They actually did it second. It may have just been plain old Google Meet. Someone else. But yeah, since they started doing the rotoscoping so you don't physically need the green screen, I've really loved that. I'm apparently a lot more fun with background selections than anyone that I've co-worked with in years, but hey, that's on me. You know what? You know what's fun? I don't think I've actually gotten to drive this on stream. Look at this bad beastie boy. I've got him all cranked up, and the one thing I don't have unlocked for him yet is the actual roof rack, which makes me a little on the sad side. I'm going to go double check, just in case I open this up. Nope, damn it. Ooh, but that one has a specific task. Truth in the dirt. I should write that one down. Not going to, but I should write that one down so I know I can go look for it. I need to do that one. There have been a couple of missions where it's actually been helpful to have the metal detector on top since I can't put anything else up there, but I would really enjoy having access, that's actually not what I wanted, to the roof rack so I can really load up on fuel. This is the page I want. So right now at my warehouse, I am stocked up on those tools. So actually I don't think I need to bring anything with me. I'm going to save some cash. And then what I've really started doing is bringing a backup vehicle just in case things go totally sideways. You see the flicker too. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. The old weather person technique of wearing a green outfit on like Halloween or April Fools. I don't think it actually keys to green, just guesses about what's a person. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so if you get something just a little behind your presentation frame, that's when it loses track of shoulders and things. I've definitely seen that, and it's got way better over the last few years. It's one of the great things to come out of COVID, is that the rotoscoping technology really cranked up. This is my other fun truck. I probably have to come up with a better paint scheme for it, but this has been doing it for me so far, and I love the fact that it's got the dual axles up front instead of the rear. I don't know if that's a real design thing or not. I don't think I've ever seen that in a vehicle before, but here you go. For him... Nope, I looked right at it and I still hit the button I didn't want anyway, because that's how I roll. I want this button right here. I am going to put a little extra fuel on board, just in case. These are the things. Sometimes you'll see a task and you go, oh, I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to grab one of these right here and right now so that it's ready to go. And then it turns out, oh, did we mention you needed a hydrologist in order to install something? Which I guess kind of makes sense with a hydro monitoring stage system, but not always with that one. Like I think you need sometimes a Jaeger for that one, but sometimes it's a mechanic, and sometimes you don't need anyone. But no, that's the key. They don't actually tell you anything. Damn it, KDP. Okay, this truck is loaded. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push the buttons to get this deploy going, and then I will go. Yeah, hydrologists. They're like aquologists, but I don't think they have the same level of education. So I want you at the eastern outpost, and I want you at the eastern outpost. I don't know, why not? Just, ooh, you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to deploy that one there. Because according to that map, some of the last spots you have to go to are actually up in here. Up in here, up in here. Might be like one there-ish and one up here. So he's going to be my backup in case I get to, say, here and I run out of fuel. Totally thinking. Okay. Deploy is underway. Let me go grab the coffee monkey. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Monkey. Okay, there you go, KDP. You have been paid off. Let's do another quick check here. There's one of those hydrologists that actually allows you to drive your vehicle 100% submerged and take no engine damage, which can be fun in a certain place and time. I ain't got time for that. There's a hydralisk. Oh God, that would be awesome. That is a totally different game. That's Expeditions, a Mudrunner game 2. Let me line that up right there. Give me balloons. Give them to me. Nope. How about if I do it over here? If I do it over here, face the camera a little better with it. Okay, let me change hands. That's obviously the problem. I need new hands, right? No. Is this working? Yeah, okay, that one works at least. Okay, full test system. Okay, the lasers are working. There's the balloons. Okay, everything's fine, everybody. The sound mix may be total crap still. And they should have added one that lets you drive over water for an Easter DLC event. That's probably, yeah, there's already year 1 is coming. I've already pre-purchased it, so there will be 4 seasons of content. Easter season could be one of them. Yeah, it's probably a month and a half until the first season. That may be year 2. They may be saving that for season 5. It'll just have to do. Okay, so we are going to kick off with the Yar. Conveniently, it put me in the truck that I was the most interested in currently driving. We're going to plow right through that really, really deep hole. This map does not do it justice. We're going to pop up over here. And then, as I recall, it's a little squirrely getting up here. But the Yar shouldn't really have trouble with it. I've already discovered these climbs, so I'm afraid there's no extra $100 in it for me. I am still trying to work out the logic behind airdrops. Because sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. I think there is a dependency on which expedition you're running as to whether they are there or not. And in free roam mode, it's kind of a mixed bag. And I don't know if they become random when you're in free roam, or if there are some that are just turned on a lot that happen to not be part of free roam. So I see them a bunch, but not universally. I'm plagued with doubt. This one has the best horn. All trucks should have this horn. Yeah. This one goes so much faster than a lot of the other trucks across this terrain, because it's got, 6 wheels, so obviously it goes faster. But as a side effect, it also has a tendency to rip itself apart on the underbrush. Damn it. Now there are 2 ways around this. You can go high and get all balanced, or you can drop into the pit and just climb out the other side. We know which one's more fun. There's actually a safe way to get down this first lip, but safe ways are for suckers, right? Just to be sure. I don't have to roll it down the hill. I can. I don't have to. I shouldn't. I better not. At least not this early in the stream. I gotta save rolls for a little bit later. I was just right there at the main base, so I could have grabbed some of the extra anchors and whatnot for my own safety, but I forgot, so that didn't happen. So instead, let's just try to stay in the vicinity of our helpful friends, the trees. Keep working your way up. So I got the super bouncy mud tires on this, because they're actually just as good as the super rock tires that are available for it, but they also have the benefit of being way better in mud than the rock tires are in mud. But unintended consequences, it gets a little bouncy from time to time, driving around on the big old beach balls. Let's see, there's a tree. There's a tree lying down in the way here. Let me try going around here. Oh, let me catch up. Oh nope, I was actually caught up for a change. Hooray for me! Where does this hill go? It goes up. I'm gonna drop a little tire pressure here. Oops, I'm busy kissing a super tiny little tree that's sort of in the way. Oh, Vicky B, you're killing me. Look at me trying to climb this hill and you thinking about my hydration. That's okay. I can get over here where it's totally safe. Nope. not totally safe? Okay, now it's totally safe. Okay, everyone set the parking brake. Okay, we're good. Just like on the trail, we're going to stop for a little bit of coffee. There we go. You know what? This leans a little bit more than I seem to recall. I am running up that hill, and I'm probably going to go tumbling down that hill. We'll see. This looks like a totally safe angle to be driving at, right? Nothing bad has ever come trying to drive like this. I'm beginning to think that this is not the way that I actually went the last time. Turn hard, turn hard, turn hard. Oh, look at that. It's so easy. Piece of cake. I've been really happy with this yard, except for the fact that it gets bouncy sometimes. Nope. How are you stuck on that tiny patch of rock? We're all fine here. Look at this. This is 100% guaranteed safe. Those rocks will never collapse under the weight of a vehicle. Turn uphill. There we go. Well, this gets freakishly diagonal too. Nope, there we go. We're fine. We're all fine here. Hey, Mr. Totem Dude! Stage complete. Now go see the next one. This totem seems to show further direction. It says, yes, go that way. Boop, and it's pointing right over there. Way to go. Ooh, that's in a slightly different location. There's great. So I have seen that from. I'm gonna bet there were several tasks that ended up right here. I bet I could see the top of the hill with my binoculars, but I've never driven there because that's all still dark. Coolio. Next stage. Let's find a relatively safe way to get down off of this mountain. I guess I'm going to go back the way I came. That seems not 100% adventurous, but probably a little safer than adventurous. I guess we'll have to make do with that. And then what do I... Oh yeah, I want to come over here. Now, I have come down this chute here before. It's got a whole mess of rocks in the way. We're going to see how these mud tires do on rocks. It'll probably be fine, though. Probably fine. I guess, maybe. I don't know. Okay, lights are all still on. Fortunately, Mr. Yar here is pretty good on the fuel consumption. I don't know why I yelled that part. It just came out. I get excited about fuel consumption. Consume fuel lightly and drive lightly. There we go. So I've driven up this before. I haven't driven down this before. I'm not sure just how inclined to get kind of scary this might be. No, I don't really like how high you're making that tire go. I guess by high I mean that close to the edge. We're going to tuck back up this one. Camera pulled back. Luckily that bridge is guaranteed safe, so I knew I wouldn't have to worry there. On the plus side, there are enough trees here that if I go tumbling down the hillside, it'll be fine. Oh, there we go. Not even scary enough. Oh god. That little bitty rock almost took me out. That's the way the SnowRunner family works. Giant boulders, no big deal. You can amble right on over all of those, but the teeny tiny little 3-inch rocks, and suddenly you're on your roof. Oops. This is probably not going to work. It's not going to prevent me from trying it. It's going to prevent me from succeeding, but it's not going to prevent me from trying. Move forward here, please. Nope. Oop, okay, well now I've gotten myself Austin powered, so. Okay. Wise guy. Ooh, this, oh my god. There are so many things out here to winch to, and I have to cycle through all of them. Oops. There we go. Okay. Look at us. Look at us. We found a new way. Screw you, tree. Oh. He's going for it. 3 points. Oh, I also need more tire pressure. Look at this dude just tear up this turbo. We go up. Start touching rocks. These tires don't have a giant appreciation for rocks. Why did they put some of this extra lumber down here? So we can do stuff like that. Sorry, tree. Sorry, tree. Sorry, tree. Oh, hey, it's another little friend. The totem points to that mountainside. You need to get there. Somehow. Is that still this side of the river? Yes, it is. Ooh, I'm betting somehow involves that climb right there. It's another peak that I have not been to before. Can I go straight ahead and just straight down here? Let's take a look. Oh, no, I cannot. Well, can I? Hang on, let's get another look here. No, that would be ill-advised. Plenty of trees to get stood back upright, but there might be a bonus for not doing a gajillion points of damage to your own vehicle. Just maybe. And I like bonus money. So we are just going to go back out the way we came in. We're going to be just a little realistic with ourselves. I've actually driven this stretch before. I drove here so that I could go build this little bridge right down there. I'd never noticed you could climb up there before. Oh, I don't need that now, though. So we're going to drive over here. We're going to do this climb. Bam, right to the top. I'm going to go ahead and do a little refueling while I'm hanging out here. This is back to that weird point where I would swear that there were some other airdrops that I could have refueled at. At several different points along this drive so far, but none of them exist right now. Rocks are friends. Friends, not food. Down's way easier. Oh, nope. Painful but easier. Oh, really painful. Oh, God. Now my tire wear is uneven. I'm gonna have to start going through rotations. Pro tip, the number one way to avoid ripping your tires up on the undergrowth like that is to feather the accelerator. Not a real-life technique, I just want to point that out. But for whatever reason, the physics engine seems to really like to apply that extra damage when you're going full throttle. But if you feather it a lot, you keep up that full speed, but it doesn't always read you as having the hammer down. I was going full hammer down there. And it reduces the number of times you take damage. It's clearly a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing, though, so you can take it with your own grain of salt. Because it's way more fun just to go open throttle. This seems mildly dangerous. I can't turn enough to the left. I'm gonna have to back up. There we go. Hey, dude! Oh, I like being up here. This is very cool. Stage complete. It looks like our path lies where the totem points. Find the place the last totem points to. Oh! There's an upgrade right there. Okay, everyone act cool. Act cool, like we belong here. No sudden movements. We're just gonna casually work our way around there. If you tumble off this mountaintop, I am going to sell you. I'm gonna sell you on eBay. Be cool. Be cool. Oh God, we're almost doing it. Discovered it. What did I get? Oh my God, it's an IMZ 427 CI. It's what every little boy's always dreamed of. I don't know what the hell this is for. Oh God, it's the top engine for the Dawn. No, that's okay. The Dawn has its place in the world. There we go. I got it though. I got it. That's a bridge down there at the bottom, the little yellow squares. I've built that bridge already. They do have upgrades. Everything's upgradable, you know that. That is one of the bugs that I think is supposed to have been fixed already, but I've seen people notice it not being fixed. Once you've already built a bridge or cleared an avalanche or done all of the other spend spare parts to fix the environment tasks, it's not supposed to show you those yellow squares anymore. And what happens is if you drive up to say, oh, hey, look, give me 75 spare parts and I'll build the bridge. And you ask, oh, you mean the bridge that's already there because I built it before? And it says, yeah, sure. And then you give it 75 spare parts. It takes those spare parts and says, hey, thanks. And then that's the end of the story. You don't get anything. You don't get them back. So they're supposed to make the request for additional spare parts finally go away. We shall see. But it would also be nice if it stopped highlighting it so that I wouldn't have to wonder if I'd actually built it yet or not. Oh my god, there's an airdrop over there. Yeah, so if I work my way back around... That looks like a totally safe way to plummet down, right? Plummet and safe usually go in the same sentence. Maybe I'll see if I can do this all with my single vehicle. I get all fueled back up right before I'm at the final spot there. That'll be great. Technically, I've got my other truck sitting right there by it, but now it's an actual challenge. Let's see if I can get refueled in time. Fun prank. Let's clear that. Oh, huh. Mm-hmm. Down there is where I want to go. Yeah, okay, no one look at me as I ponder this very poor life choice here. If I thought I could trust one of those little trees, but I know that I can't. Oh, and I didn't bring my anchors. I could have just rappelled down the front. That is kind of fun to do, the whole rappelling thing. Yeah, none of those three trees aren't going to hold me. Crap. Okay, fine, you win. You win laws of physics and reality. Okay, there's only so much reality in this video. This is actually probably a bigger test here than trying to rappel down anyway. Don't stop sliding. Stop sliding. Go forward. There we go. It was easy. No big deal. Oh, the other... Okay, the thing I forgot to check is what about this place over here that I've marked out? Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's impossible for anything bad to happen with this kind of a descent, by the way. I am going to downshift hard here. We're going to let the engine attempt to save our lives coming down this. Oh yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Now that is what my end game phase is gonna look like. Is me wandering around all of these slightly dark zones on all of these maps, looking for extra little leftover upgrades. Oh god, now Vicky B, I know you were here before. This is your first time actually typing though, so congratulations, welcome back. Oh, no, what do you... No! Your fault, Nico. I'm blaming you for this. Now, the good news is it's really kind of not a big deal, because there are trees everywhere, and the engine stopped, so I don't have to worry about engine damage. Just gonna drag myself out of the water here a little bit. Let's find a good tree to attach to. Where? Oh god, where did the cursor go? Oh god, where did it go? I saw it. It was moving. There it is. It's not exactly how I thought that would go, but I'll take it. Let's go ahead and come ashore. There we go. See? No problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have a mild stroke as I now try to figure out where do I actually want to go. Man, I wish I had a hydrologist with me so I could drive through the deep water. Damn it, I knew that would come back to bite me. As soon as you make fun of a hydrologist, that's when you find the deep water. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna have one of those stupid branches that won't let me by, isn't it? No, actually let me by. Okay. I apologize for disparaging you, Mr. Tree. You actually weren't as big a jerk as I was expecting. Okay, now you're just being mean. Yeah, it was a confirmed whoopsie. Yep, even got one on the counter. Okay. Okay, Vicky B. As penance, I will accept this. Lovely, delicious, lukewarm, instant penance. You know what? Nope, wrong one. I did the ping, but I forgot to look. Oh, okay. Everyone, hang on. Nope, I don't. Nope. Okay, we're still running, though. Everything here is still fine. What I want to do is paint. Nope, all of that's still... Man, this is all deep stuff. We're using that to whip around the tree. That worked gangbusters. Give me the next tree. Oh god, I hate this interface. I hate this system. Sure, you can attach to any tree you want. You just have to randomly guess how many button pushes it's going to take to actually get to that one there. That's not too deep right there. I can do yellows. I'm pretty sure. Have I got the snorkel on this one? I may not have the deep snorkel. I may not have access to that. We're breaking contact. We're just going for it. Yeah, I don't have the deep snorkel. So that's introduced a touch of challenge here. But a challenge is what we like right now. Damn it, it's still gonna be deep, isn't it? I only have to get that far. Maybe I can cut up through the trees here. Okay, here we go. Nope. I'm turning you all the way to the right, but you're going left anyway. Okay, sure. Let's climb up at the top of this rock. Nope. Still not turning right, are you? Okay. Hey, there we go. Now I found a little bit of right action. Oh, there we go. Look how easy this was. Don't climb the tree. Keep turning. Okay, there you go. Congratulations, Pipsqueak, you made it. Go find that tree. No, don't point straight up in the air. Feel free to not turn left again. That's fine. There you go. Just like I drew it up. I have been to this stop before. We're stealing those just as a backup. Let's fill up that one first, and then top. Oh, 5 liters short of a complete revamp. You can build a workshop at one of your bases that you can then bring the scrap metal to, and it will convert them into spare parts. I've never run out of spare parts. That has never once been an issue for me in this game. You cannot sell these for anything, so unfortunately that's kind of a super bummer. I would like to have actually been able to make any use whatsoever of those, but oh well, what are you going to do? I should look at where I'm going. I'm not going to, but I really should. Let's just try driving around this mound here. See if it's just on the other side, or if it turns out I'm going to have to back up and go to something else. No. Oh god, there's a ghost. Oh no, that's just a rock with the blue finder symbol on it. Okay, never mind. Arizona has ghosts. Spoilers, Arizona has ghost horses too. Oh, it does have glow-in-the-dark rocks. And hey, I found another rock face. Oh, got it. Ooh, got it again. Ooh, 3 for 3. It's the only mini... No, there's two mini games that sometimes I suck bad at. Sometimes this with those narrow windows and they're not at a full end but close to it, I'll screw up, and the even tinier space between the end, I'll grab that and I gotta start over. And then the ones where it says, just scan the water looking for crap. And some of the early ones, you can see the stuff under the water. Some of them, the water's so murky you can't. And so I have spent 15 minutes doing a battleship-style grid search to figure out where it is underneath the water. And some of them, you've got 4 pings, and each of the 4 turns something up. And some of those you have to have exact placement, or it doesn't quite get all of one thing, and then it's impossible to do. It frustrates me a little bit. Frustrates the crap out of me is some of these truck recoveries, like the Bandit. 6 hours to recover the Bandit. Hey, another head carved from stone. It is clear that it is somehow connected with another similar place. But how? It's impossible to know, my man. Impossible. Joke's on you, I didn't even have jack screws until the end here. So, $1,000. Under 100 damage. It was worth $1,000 for me. And, oh, hey! The high mount snorkel. I wonder if that's for this truck. I found some jack screws and I sold them for an extra $750 because capitalism. And only took 19 points of damage. Way to go, us! Okay, I got some eye boogers. Oh god, that feels so good. Oh, I'm gonna rub my face. Oh, beware of terms of service. I may be violating them right now. Okay, I can feel my face again, barely. You know, there's only one more left over here. Supply run. Oh, look at that. There are 3 yellow dots in the vicinity of each of 3 different bases. Oh, and you're limited to 2 trucks. Damn it, that would be perfect for just loading up 3 trucks and doing a real quick drive. The terrain in the reserve has proven to be more challenging than our drivers ever imagined, and they seem to be unable to make deliveries to our outposts. Knowing your reputation, I bet you could drive up a sheer wall. Could you help us? You are gosh darn right tootin' I could. Oh, they're being clever. It's not just put a truck in 3 different bases and drive to the rail and then you're done. No, you can't do that. Step 1, you gotta pick up supplies. This is something else they're supposed to be working on. Probably not for mini patch 3, but for the big patch that's going with season 1 that is also going to add multiplayer, I will point out. But when you're on this preview map, if there's something with a known hard location with a flag, it'll give you that point. But sometimes, like for this one, it moved my cursor down here, but it didn't actually give me the flag, and it's not showing me all of the steps. Even though on the previous one it shows you three points. So I'm going to guess I need to come down here to pick up supplies, and then I probably need to run over here to drop them off. Maybe that's drop off number 1, and then drop off number 2 is up here. Not terrible. It's definitely doable. And I'm guessing because it doesn't give me the exclamation mark, that is not something that requires a cargo bed, so I could take any vehicle. But oh, hey, look, we need a logistician. Why? Why not? I think I like Connor more. Truck comes with extra spare parts. He has a bigger scouting radius. He adds more fuel to the outposts, which I believe will actually come into play if I have to use my fuel drone. So we're taking him. He's also cheaper. We always love a drone operator. She pretty much always has to come with us. I think my manager actually ended up costing me more money than he made back for me. Yeah, I spent $700, but I only got $250 back by selling that one set of jack screws. Maybe I'll have more stuff I can sell this time. I made all the jokes about not bringing a hydrologist, and you know what? Screw it, I'm still not going to. I'm going to bring the fuel dude. I think fuel dude is probably going to help more than any, because there's going to be a little bit of driving here. It's not bad, but I'm going to bring it for safety's sake. I'm going to wait while the truck screen loads. There it is. Con has 4 spots. Keep going, keep going. There we go, the Yar. The Yar has 5. It's got 1 extra cargo spot. I believe the Scout 800 actually only has 3 inventory spots. So the Yar has a small advantage here, so we're definitely going to bring him. I'm going to do the same game I did last time. I'm not bringing jack screws or anchors with me. I'm going to hope that maybe this time I'll see an airdrop a little sooner than I did in the last map, and I can just grab one at my leisure as I go by. Theoretically, I could pick one up from the base, but I won't remember, so yeah, screw it. I've already got as many extra resources as I can. You know what? Let me go check the Cotco. If the Cotco has more cargo space, or even if it's got the same number of cargo spaces, it can definitely carry more fuel. It only has 4. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to have him as my standby backup, because he's got 7 cargo, or 7 inventory spots. He can carry a bunch of stuff if we need to. Also carries a ton of fuel. I'm actually starting to wonder if maybe he's my primary this time. I'm just going to load him up on fuel. He's going to be a real maven. I probably do want to bring 1 jack screw automatically, though, just as a backup. The anchors aren't going to really be an issue. I don't think there's any explicit mountain climbing relying on par for this one. If he turns sideways, he does not have an autonomous winch, so the anchor wouldn't do any good then, but the jack screw will flip him back upright. So I think we're going to go with this one. And I think I'm going to make him my primary. And that way you'll get to see him driving around, because he's a bunch of fun too. So yeah, it estimates the Yar has about 4 1/4 clicks of range, where the AFIM, I always call it the AFID, because I grew up in Southern California a million years ago when aphids were a huge thing when I was a kid. So I'm always going to call it that. He's got 8 1/2 clicks of range. That should actually probably be enough to do this entire mission without stopping, and I've only spent $5,400 of my $7,800 prepayment. Way to go me. And what do I get for this? I get nothing. Take less than 100 damage. Don't flip the car more than one time. And these bonuses are so buggy, I don't know whether that means one time is actually more than one time or not as far as it counts, so maybe we'll find out. And completely consume no more than one item, same deal. If I use one jack screw, we're probably good. If I use them both, I have consumed one item. I don't know if it'll count or not, so we'll see. I could get $1,000, I could get 4. Don't know. But $52,000 payday. I guess that's worth it. I'm going to do a deploy. I'm going to mix and match these up a little bit here, too. We're going to be going from the south to kind of the mid-south and then up to the mid-north. So I'm going to deploy the YAR over here at the FOB. And I want the aphid to start over here, because I think that's closest to where I'm supposed to go to pick stuff up down here. I'm going to be so pissed if it's the other way around. It didn't say anything about recoveries. So if it turns out that you actually have to do these dots in the opposite order, either I start with the YAR, or I'll just use a free recovery and I'll move the aphid to wherever it needs to go. Wait a minute. Oh, I need to actually put you there. Okay. Okay, we're off. We're off and running. This is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Everything's going to work out just fine. All my little lights look green. This is a big surprise, but Comcast has kind of screwed everything over here at Casa Jedi. After the last round of, hey, we've doubled your internet speeds for free, and I immediately got a 25% boost in download speed, which is okay, but I did get a double on my upload speed. All of a sudden now I'm down to 50% of what my original speed was, which is what I was on my old data plan before I had to renew about 6 months ago. I got moved to the plan that's more expensive but technically slower than the original one, even though it ended up being practically faster. Just stupid Comcast. So I've been bumping into a little bit of streaming issue with my upload, but we seem to be doing okay today. Actually, I don't want to start with the YAR this time. And hey, the really good news is you actually are supposed to start down there. And oh, look at that. We're going to drive right past 2 of these spots to begin with. That one at least has jack screws. I could make a little bit of money on that. That one has quartz. There's some free cash. Plus jack screws. I'm not going to end up in the vicinity of that one. And that one only has anchors. Oh. Each map supposedly has one airdrop that has the one reusable anchor. Normally you put an anchor down and that's it. It's done. You just drive away from it. But there's one per map that you can place, and then before you disconnect your winch, you can actually recollect that anchor. I would like to find that one. I have not been to that one before, but I will come back later in a free roam and just pop right over the top, because right now I gotta go straight that way. Yeah, we're gonna save a little time. Look at that, look at that. I got our cargo drone ready to go. Let me get my truck selected. AFIM. There we go, that's selected. Now we go back to the map so I can map out the map on my map for mapping purposes. How does this go? Oh yeah, that's kind of trenchy. I don't necessarily 100% need to follow the trench, but I think this truck will do it okay. So I need to get up there, and then I need to find the supplies. They'll probably be somewhere really inconvenient, like up here. That or they're in the open down there. And then on the way out, I'll hit that airdrop. And then I'll hit that airdrop. If I can climb up on this ridge, that'll take me over. But that's getting ahead of myself. Step 1, we need headlights and parking brake off. Let's turn on the 4-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive, or whatever the hell drive it is. Oh, the Yar has such a better horn. Look at this cute little thing go with its big old beach ball tires, too. This one bounces a little bit on those tires, but not as much as the Yar. And I think these tires actually get a little bit better grip on these rocks than the Yar does. Still have as much of an issue with turning as the other truck, but we'll get through it. Apologies, tree. We don't go quite as fast out in the open, but we go pretty well for a truck. We slow down for the little bitty rocks, but you know, what are you going to do? It's actually possible to cut through right there. So yeah, let me go ahead and knock off one extra step. Yep, I can go right through here. Would it have been faster to just drive around the end and come back up? Yeah, probably. Usually is. This way, totally more fun. Drive right on up this. We're going to call it a dried riverbed just because we can. Oh, we already have the flag up for where I need to go to collect stuff. I guess I'm going to go up this way. Hung up on the tiny little rocks like normal. Bounce, crunch, thunk. We're home. Man, it is highway over there. I am now going to ignore the little blue circles. I'm just going to attempt to drive straight to the flag. And with any luck, I'm going to capture it. I want to be sure that I get my extra cash, so I'm going to attempt to not flip. Oh, okay. I've had trouble getting up out of this ditch before. But that was with older, lesser trucks. Also going the other way. This actually doesn't look like it should be too bad of an issue. Plus there's a great big tree right here if I need to. I don't need to. Look at me. I got stuff. Stage complete. Okay. Let me clear that because we don't need it. Now, are both spots already active? Yes, they are both active, but clearly this one's closer than the other. Step one, just drive there. I'll put in a little bit of direction just so it's out here. We're gonna cut through the trees here. We're gonna hit that one too as long as we're there. I don't think I can just casually drive straight up this berm, so I may have to go around the end, but I'll know what I mean. I'll just put the dot right there. This isn't outright superhighway up here, but at least it's free of trees. It's got lots of rocks, but it's mostly free of trees. There's an avalanche that I've gotten already cleared. Just try not to tip over. Now, I'm going to come over here. I think, well, you know what? I'm going to evaluate when I get there if I can just come down this spot into... Oh, are those tents down there? Otherwise, I know if you drive around the end, you can drop down through here and come in, because I've been over here before. But we'll get there. We'll get there. This one was marked as very hard, but aside from the fact that you gotta drive all the way across the map kind of twice, I don't think you really have to do any mountain climbing or anything like that. This one may just be very hard for the distance involved. If you're not good with fuel management or you have a truck that doesn't have extra resources, you may be in small amounts of trouble. Look at that quartz, worth cash. I'm going to take these jack screws from now just because they are worth some cash at the end. Oh yeah, also make sure I'm all topped up there. But if I find better things along the way, we're getting rid of those jack screws and we're picking up precious gems and quartz and other good things. Oh, I don't think there are any bones here. I think all the dinosaur bones are for Arizona. Itch. Got it. Be careful with these rocks. Tiny little rocks are how you end up sideways. If you end up sideways, it's going to cost you money. Bordering on an irrelevant amount of money. That one was worth, it was either 1,000 or 50. It's not that big a deal. But this game is all about optimizing. All of a sudden we have an embarrassment of airdrops. Whoops. I hit that rock. I didn't mean to. A little squirrely. We're taking that one just because it's got cash availability. Haven't actually damaged anything yet, have I? Nope. Top up on that extra 11 liters of fuel. Now I wonder if I can actually just drive straight up. Let's go see if we can do this one. Welcome to the chat. I shall stare at you momentarily. Oh, yeah, these are better. These tires are better than the Yars on rocks. Look at us. We're golden. Let me clear that. Nope, clear that. Clear it. Clear it. There you go. Set the brake. So I'm going to need glasses to go read this here. 9,200. I am risking a speeding ticket. You know what I'm really risking is tearing my suspension apart at such high speeds. But we're going to give it another shot. There's actually not a ton of underbrush up here. There's just really scary rocks sometimes. So here we go. We're flying now. I cannot be stopped until I hit one of these tiny little rocks and it flips me like... And with this mission, I'll actually complete Slip Rock Swamp. That's its name? Apparently I haven't paid appropriate attention to all of these location names. Over the top, because I've actually found this to be a little bit safer. I don't care about plummeting down these rocks. There we go. Just wait till I get pointed downhill. You won't believe how fast this truck is. Actually, the Yar on the last mission, I believe, is my fastest cross-trekker. Square up and just go right up over the top. Bam. I wonder if I same just right here. I think my nose might sit up high enough. Cool beans. I'm not sure I've driven this direction across all of these rocks before. I'm used to going the other way, where you have drops like that. You can't just push your way straight up. That's just begging to get one tire up on top and then rods. I gotta preserve my 1,500 bucks. This avalanche has already been cleared. You go nice and slow because it's nothing but them tiny little flipper rocks. One more bowl over. So spawned on one of these where I've had a tendency to kind of start looking around and forgotten to pay attention to where I am. So let's park up. That doesn't really look safe. Maybe over here? That's close. Maybe over here. This one looks good. If I can get the camera to pan up a little bit. Yeah. Probably can't come back up that way, but I should be able to go down that way. Around the back bowl, through the tents, nothing but net. Let me catch up here. Playing today, I had to find out all my cash is gone. Oh, I almost did that early on in doing some experiments. Suddenly I found myself down under about 2,500. Oh boy, that really doesn't want you to come through there. Oh, hang on a minute. If I work my way down to these tents, am I then stuck? I don't want to be caught behind these rocks and can't get out. Ooh, wait a minute. What about right over here? That looks pretty descendable. Safely? Yeah, maybe. Fun? Yeah, probably. Okay, let me go mark that one up. We're gonna take a look. I don't think I want to push down here because this little rock ring around those tents. I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to just casually saunter over that. I think it was right there. And if right there doesn't work, then you know what? Just screw it. We'll go around. It's not that long a drive. And by the time I get over that way, I'll probably have totally forgotten to do it anyway. So yes, I have found myself in the I'm almost out of cash. I did find a way to get myself out of that situation. I don't want to. I don't know that it would technically be considered a spoiler, but I won't say anything unless you're interested in hearing it. But yeah, there is a way to recover from hitting 0 in the cash pile, and it's not hard, but it's definitely a matter of you gotta kind of know that it's a thing that you can do. Keep going. Everyone play cool. I'm just going around. I've got plenty of fuel for this. rather than trying to save myself an extra 15 or 20 seconds of driving, I'll just go ahead and push my way on around. With my luck, if I don't flip myself coming down that hill, like this descent spot right here, if I don't flip myself going down that hill, I'll end up trapped either by rocks or trees or something. And then I will have to get aggressively creative and figure out how to get back out of such a spot. And then I'll turn an extra 20 seconds of driving around into 40 minutes of trying to sort of struggle out of a stuck location. Oh, I'm getting really bad flashbacks to Recovering the Bandit. Headlights are still on. Horn is still insufficient. Who put their supplies over here? Oh, no, wait, they need supplies here, that's right. One down. Oh, look at this. Last time I was here, I put up this little animal camera right here. Oh, I did such a good job, too. I'm still taking pictures. Out of this little bowl. Calling timeout. Now, this is the little path that I inevitably managed to get myself sideways on, and I don't know how I keep doing it. It's really frustrating when I do it, but I do it. And in recognition of the fact that I screw myself up going that way, I'm going to go this way instead. There is a tree that I have to bump into a few times to break right there. We're going to come down this way. I don't think I've actually... Oh, no, clearly I haven't driven through to connect over here to these two because I still have unexplored territory over here. Oh, I bet there's another airdrop or two over here. There's probably a bunch of stuff over here I haven't seen. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna pretend nothing happened. Everyone just pretend that there's nothing over there. We'll all be fine. I'm reevaluating my life here. I think I may actually want to go this way. I have driven several vehicles across the swamp here. It's actually a little more passable than I would have expected otherwise. If I come out over here, how did I get in there? Oh, that's right. I just came straight down there. So I'm going to go back out this way, where clearly I haven't been before. So that's good. Oh, yeah, look at that. I've already been here. I've built this bridge. And I was just commenting, hey, look, there's a climb right here I've never done. Guess what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go hit that airdrop. And I'll at least refuel before I get to my final. And there's already a Ford right there. That's where I've pulled the Tatra up. And then we're going to deliver supplies right there for those dudes in those tents. Boom. That'll be mission complete. As long as I've got enough fuel to make it to that airdrop, and I've got so much fuel. I could barf fuel. I've got so much at the moment. And then I've got the cargo drone as a backup. So I think we're going to be good if I can get these little rocks to let me go. And if I could turn left, I'm getting there. Okay, there we go. I'm just going straight over this. Clump. Up the daisy. Oh, bush went flying. Super high speeds up the hill. I love this aphid. Aphid. That unicorn overlord. I'm I'm just never going to get right on the first rock. This one, I can go up and over. Nope. We're going to need a little bit of help with the winch, because I'm kind of nose down there. It's fine. Now that there are tiny little rocks involved, we're no longer a speed machine. But we're gonna get it done. Okay, we're almost out of that stretch. Now we can pour on the speed for, you know, another 100, 150 feet. Slow down again, because we're back to the little super tiny rocks. Oh, I've already been to the airport. Boom, quote from speed. No matter what I do, it's just gonna keep sliding downhill here. Pivot, pivot, pivot. Oh, nice pivot. In exchange for having the big mud tires that aren't the best on rocks, they are going to pay for themselves in spades down in the mud and the swamp over there. Hey, look, it's another pointing dude. He says, go this way, so I shall. Check out the swamp down here. It's a kick-ass swamp. You can bet there's a family of ogres living down here. It really doesn't want to drive downhill. I have to give it extra gas. I'd like to stay to the left of that tree if I could. Thank you. I like the look of this rock better than the one that's on the right of the tree. Okay, so... what are you stuck on? Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Okay, we're unstuck. Suddenly and mysteriously. Damn it! Man, I wish I had a hydrologist. This is one of those cases where there's a hydrologist that actually, once you turn on this mode, it just stays on, and the whole, the little colored dots move with the truck. It's really handy for this kind of operation. Obviously, I don't have that one with me, but that's okay. Screw that guy. Caught on. What am I caught? Oh, okay, there's a giant stump right there that I saw on the list. That makes sense. Oh, you almost caught me, level designers. Almost got me. So I'll go over here and fall into a different one instead. That's where having the one that's always on comes in handy. What I haven't done is taking a peek around just in case there's, I don't know, like an upgrade or something lying out here in the swamp. I've overflown it with the drone, but your different specialists that have different sighting abilities have yet more different abilities when you're driving versus flying the drone versus looking through the binoculars. So you actually have to kind of hit them with everything in order to spot everything possible. Going for it through the yellow here. That's a really big stump. What is that? Oh, that's a tire. Oh god, someone dumped a wheel in the middle of the swamp. You animals. Let's go island hopping here. thread the needle between a couple of stumps. I did it very poorly, but I did it. I've noticed with some of these large swampy areas, sometimes it's actually more efficient to just drive all the way around the edge. Sometimes it's not. I think what I discovered last time with this one is that trying to stick to the edge leads you to points where the shore is just too steep. And of course that's where they put the really deep water. So then you have to do a whole bunch of backtracking and other terrible things. So just finding my way through the middle is kind of worked out. It's just something just to pull my nose up out of the water a little faster. I'm going to start heading toward shore over here. Move something caught. Oh, no, I accidentally set the brake. Now I'm nose up against a log that's preventing me from going forward. Can't go forward, apparently can't go backwards, so let's see if I've got a strong enough winch to just pull me over the top. There it is. Just to double check depth right here. Hey birds. Sorry birds, I wish I had a better horn. Someone put a sign over here? Okay, let's see if I can get over the rock right there. I want to go read this sign. $1,000 fine for littering enforced. I really had to lean in to be able to read that sign too. Okay, where does this hill go? It goes up. And I'm going to do refueling. We still got plenty for the time being. And I'm going to lower the tire pressure for this last little hill because there's a couple of rocks. I really don't need it to do is suddenly pivot me 90 degrees to the left and point me nose first into a tree. Not that I don't have that happen 6 times per hill climb. Okay, looks like let's go to this side of the rock. And I'm going to want to end up being on the other side of the rock anyway. Oh, look at this nice clear sailing. Except for this slight rock ledge. It's pretty slight though. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We're fine. There's a bit of a hill right here. I guess I'll go around it. Careful with the bouncing and thrashing. Ooh, I'm familiar with where I am now. So we have to go just a little wide to get around that big rock step. Climbed a little bit of a hill over here. And then we can drop down the other side. I dropped down once just to build the bridge at the bottom, and then I turned around and I came back up because I needed to be at the top of that hill over there. One of the really fun aspects to the SnowRunner Series 3 is when you, the very first time you get out and you explore the new maps to see what all is, you know, around the lay of the land, and then as you keep doing more and more missions, you become more and more familiar with the layout. And then pretty soon, if you're just trying to get from point A to point B, you don't even need to bother with the waypoints anymore. You just know where you're going. You recognize places you've been and things that you put down before. Because I remember building these bridges, but I haven't actually driven across yet. There. Hey, I built that bridge down there too. There's actually two of them. Recovered the Tatra across those. Here's a climb that I've spotted before, but haven't actually done. Oh, and the fix for the super slow pan. It's one of those I'm waiting for the console to deploy. Good enough. Let's not do like we did last time and suddenly find ourselves sideways in the river. All of the other trucks will laugh. There we go. One other pro tip. I'm going to go ahead and do some refueling now. I'm just going to fill it up to the top. So that I don't suddenly find myself having to stop halfway. No, you're turning the opposite direction to the way that I'm pointed. I don't want to find myself running out of gas halfway up this climb and then having to trust the parking brake in the middle. Oh, hey, you know what? If I downshift, I can get the diff lock involved. Why do you always auto-winch from the middle? What kind of madman does that? Access to reverse gear. It's going to let gravity pull me backwards. There we go. Nope. Don't take the rock with you. I don't know what you're connected to, but stop it. Stop it. Everyone stop. Damn it. I'm still pulling the rock down the hill with me. This again. I don't know how it didn't tumble sideways. Although I still have time. I'd really like it if you would just slide a little bit. There you go. Ooh, that was a climb. I'm gonna try pushing down through the trees right here. Looks like I've got a little bit of clearance. A few of these trees I can just smash out of the way. Bingo. Stealing that just because I can. Those are useless to me. Still no damage. Nice. Let's refill. I've stolen all of your gas. Down here anyway in order to get to my exit lane. Start up nice and high if I can. We'll start making a downhill swing. Okay, swing it. Downshift. I actually have to give it gas to get over that rock pointed downhill. I like it. them air brakes. Oh, golden. Let's see where does my Ford lie? Oh, look at that, right here in the middle after all. Gorgeous little island. Stay pretty over here. Push up this hill and we'll play the air pressure game again. Several of my trucks will kind of start to stall out or slip on rocks near the top, but that's why they put that tree right there in case you have a winch. Oh no, we're getting close to zero. Oh, no, not all the way down, all the way up. Oh, I see a blue victory square. Okay, that was a little preemptive, but here we are. We've successfully completed 52 grand for that mission. They paid way too much. Less than 100, I got my 1,000. No flipping, 1,500. And I consumed 0 items, another 1,500. So 56k in total, plus all the stuff I stole here. 4 grand. Yeah, okay, I had to double check that. It was 52 plus 4 for supply run, so they already calculated that up to 56. I wish they would kind of break that out. Do the supply run 52, bonuses 4 grand, and then items sold for the extra 4 grand on top of that, but that's just kind of a nitpick. So 60k. Hey, man, 4 a.m. Well, hey, thanks for joining to this point. This is the end of my stream time anyway, so perfect timing. Thanks for the visit. Glad you could come by. With this, I've actually completed the Slip Rock Swamps. I believe I've got 3 out of the 8 main maps done now. I'm getting close. Back to the headquarters we go. I don't think you get any bonuses for finishing all the expeditions for a map, but I believe that's going to put me at 27 out of 37 done in the Carpathians, and I'm at 25 out of 37 in Arizona. Definitely making progress. Oh man, there's so many of those dark areas that I know I need to go back to now to check out. So, boom, expeditions have been had. Thank you everybody for coming and joining along with my hour delay, my Pacific Standard Time broadcast for SnowRunner Wednesday. I think I called it Midweek Expedition when I had it scheduled for tomorrow, but I moved it to today. I'm going to workshop that one a little bit longer. I may actually change the SnowRunner name until Season 13 is out. In theory, Season 13 SnowRunner may hit the public test server by the end of this week, so that's only 2 more days, and it might be out. The Atom, the new Azov DLC truck for SnowRunner, did get released yesterday. I've got it on both the Switch and Steam platforms. I've loaded it on both to make sure that it properly downloaded and installed and I have access to it, but I didn't really have much of anything to drive it around with, so I gave it a quick test. The horn's good. It's not a great horn, but it's good. It's a massive, beefy monster, and I've talked with a couple of people who've said that, yeah, it's one of those that'll drive anywhere and do anything you want, but it's going to go that fast the whole time, which is kind of how Azov works, I guess. What I didn't ask is it any slower than the... What the hell is the mammoth? Yeah, the Mastodon. That's the word I'm thinking of. Is it any slower than the Mastodon? Because that one's probably about the slowest of the super do-anything trucks. But that's going to get me done for today. Between Thursday and Friday, I would like to be able to do a stream there. Thursday I may end up spending most of my time working with Dan and Sirenscape because they are doing some of their Dan prepares to run a game streams. So that may tie me up during my free time on Thursday, and then Master Jedi help after that. Friday, it's really going to depend on how much supply shopping I need to go out and help with. If we go late enough or we're back soon enough, I would love to do some more Unicorn Overlord. If that doesn't happen though, then my plan is to do Sea of Saturdays on Saturday. Technically, the same thing that applies to Saturday applies from Friday. There might be stuff I have to do midday, but I think the chances that happens are better on Friday, the me being involved on Friday. So I think Saturday is going to work out okay. So plan on returning to the Legend of Grimrock on Saturday. If everything goes to complete shit, though, that's 1 out of my 2 for the stream, then I'm taking Master Jedi to the airport ugly early on Sunday, which means I got all day Sunday available for streaming or whatever the hell I feel like. So kind of regardless of how Thursday through Saturday go, I plan on doing something on Sunday. What that something is will depend on Thursday through Saturday. There we go. I've got my plan taken care of. Let me give you some more fireworks. I have a plan. I don't know the details, but it is a plan. That's all that matters. Sounds that have worked and stuff brought to you by Sirenscape. Thank you, Sirenscape, for your hashtag not sponsored. And, the one other thing I want to do, let's go see if anyone else is expeditionizing right now that I could dive in and raid on. Nope. I don't even know what the hell that is. Nope. Wow. A lot of people I know are actually still streaming. But nope, screw it. I got nothing. So I am done for the day. I'm getting a little hangry, so I think we have pre-made salads available for Master Jedi and my dinner tonight. That's going to be pretty exciting, you know? And then we have ready-to-be-made salads ready to go for lunch tomorrow. So in case you're still watching out there, Nico, there's my food plans. I believe, Nico, did you say you were going to stream tonight again, too? I'm looking forward to that. I'll come join you in, another hour or two? So let me give one more shout-out to Nico. Last playing Stardew Valley.
Poke misses, and you get pity dragon scales.
Oh, it's the pity. It's the pity clip again. Everyone go check out Nico if he streams tonight. If he doesn't stream tonight, then screw that guy who needs it. But this is what he does. Horrible, embarrassing nonsense. Kind of like what I do. So that's going to do us for now. I'm going to hit you with a little bit of disco music on our way out, and then I will look forward to seeing everybody again tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or the day after that, but definitely the day after that as well. So that's how we go here. Bye.